Hello and welcome to That British Homestead. Today, well, I do have so my wisdom teeth are coming through and like agony, right? So just bear that in mind. If you keep seeing me wincing, it's because I've got a little bit of lisp because of it, because my mouth's quite swollen. I am getting my tooth removed soon, but I'm just waiting for the appointment. So yeah, it's giving me a little bit of a pain at the moment. But whilst I'm here, I'm going to be planting out some of these little flowers and all the other stuff that we need to pot up. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got this little pot here where some of these strawberries they're just not living their best lives, so off they go into the next one. And I'm going to go ahead and put my flowers in there. I have so many strawberries anyway, I kind of only doing this because they are there, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and water this as well because it feels a little bit, it's moist but not moist enough. This is just water, and I use it because our hose doesn't really reach to where I've got the seedlings, so this is how we choose to water. We being me, of course. Want everything to be like as wet as humanly possible so that the root development doesn't pause or anything like that, you know what I mean? So here I am making a mess. Soak up. Funny thing, this is actually called capillary action, where it sucks water up from the bottom, and it's on the basis that the sediment, the soil on top, is a bit dry, so it goes under capillary action, just like how you've got capillaries inside your body. I just thought that was a fun fact. I did tell you that I'm a geologist, so fun is a little bit subjective. Waste not, want not. Okay, so here we are. So because I listen, and you'll notice I'm not even going to mention the fact that of the labelling, this is going to be questionable at best. Okay, so anything that's germinated, I'm going to go ahead and take out of its little cell and put in here, making sure that the wet compost is like touching its root system. Make a bit of a hole and go ahead and do this. Just focus there, thank you. Where did I make the little hole? And then just put in. These are called Sea Pink. These were a mix that we planted together. And I like showing you guys like progression, because I like watch so many YouTube channels and people do stuff and I'm like, that is so cool, and you never see it again. So just to let you know, I haven't murdered these yet. Not yet. They're still young though. No, hopefully they'll last until summer. Some of these are perennial, so hopefully a little bit after summer. If not, we will be collecting seeds as much as possible. Even if they cross, I don't really mind things being crossed when it comes to beautiful flowers. It's not the end of the world, is it? Oh. I literally have no idea what these seedlings are going to be. There. So these will grow so much better now that they are put in, and I'm going to questionably put these there, and I'm not going to remember at all, so it's all good. Right. The next ones are colourful flowers, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there. There's two there. I'll separate them later, I'm sure. I'm like getting to the point where I don't have that many pots, so I do need to bring some pots in from the car. Obviously, where else do you keep your pots? These like little cactuses almost. I wonder if they're succubus. They're really pretty. You can hear me lisping, can't you? Right, I'm going to use this water and just water them in like so. Loads of water, the more the merrier. Just make sure their roots are all settled in. Brilliant. The other one is called Another. This is another colourful one, so I'm surprised that I don't just throw this across the room, to be honest. See how well these go. I'm playing the long game. Now I'm just going to move them, and as you can see there's tons of water. Let's get started on some California Wonder. So these are the California Wonder we started the other day. I've like helpfully covered it in vermiculite, which is making it very difficult to see. Oh, that is crumbly soil. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them in. So all of these need to be repotted. Please crumble more. I think, like, I kind of panicked how many sweet peppers I had, so I planted like a load more. And now I think I have 6 million peppers, so that's a little bit of a worry. Bright side, I like peppers, so there is that to like think about. That's a good one, look. There you go, that was so much easier. There we go. So I started these off on the side in the kitchen on a plate, and I planted them out only a few weeks ago. That's why they're so tiny, just in case. It's always good to have a backup, and I think I'll do that with my tomatoes as well, because they're taking a little bit longer than I expected to germinate. So it doesn't really matter if you have extras, like you can give these away, people love them. So that is all California Wonder. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this beautiful homemade sign in there, and like that, that is how they look. So I'm going to give them a good water before we put them back into the grow tent. There we are. Okay, so kind of overdid it with the old water in here. As you can see, it's very, very wet, but I'm continuing on my journey. I either to pack them in too tightly or not tightly enough, and there's like no in between. There's definitely enough water in here. Sorry, little seedling. I really don't feel that we need this many, but hey ho, we have them. This is what I'm going to do with tomatoes as well. Just, I'm too impatient. The amount of times I've thrown away seedlings and then thought, oh, they take a month to germinate. That's awkward. Got one more, and I think that's the best of them. So yeah, this is probably the worst way to actually plant anything because it's too wet. It is kind of funny if you think about it. Looks like a snot bucket. I kind of put the hose on and forgot about it, so. Right. Just casually rub them on my trousers. Right. So let's put some more flowers in there as well. My goodness, if you water them first, it's so much easier. Tell everyone. They need to know. I don't even want to know what that is. That's gross. Use free draining soil. Sorry, I thought I'm funny. So it seems that I've forgotten to press the little button on my recorder so that there's no sound, basically. And basically, you could just imagine me saying really witty, hilariously funny things right now that no one will hear. And luckily, I cannot remember what I said because I recorded this over a week ago. So just imagine I'm saying hilarious things. What I'm doing right now is just finishing off planting out some of the things that I have sown. These are flowers and they're going to look amazing. I can't remember what flowers they are, but they're going to be great. And then I continue on doing some peppers in some different tubs. And the reason why I'm using all of these weird and strange tubs is because basically my grandma gives them for me for free. And like I always say, you want to use anything for free as much as possible. My grandma, every year, she buys bedding plants, which I'm like not 100% sure what they are, but they seem, I imagine, just pansies. My grandma keeps telling me they're not just pansies. I think she buys busy lizzies as well, but those sort of plants that look great in pots. So that's what she does every year. But when she's done with the pots, she goes ahead and gives me a load of the pots for nothing, obviously, just because she loves me. And I go ahead and use them for all different things, all different plants. So I always think that if you use free pots, they're so much better. They're only good for a few years, but because I replenish them when my nan's going to go out and buy new plants, so at least they get a few uses out before I recycle them or make them into labels or whatever, upcycle them. Ultimately, I would use really good quality pots, but if I don't have to buy them, I'm not going to spend, like, I'm not going to buy them unless I have to. But really, you'd want some really sturdy pots that you could use them multiple years. Or soil blocks. Soil blocks are good too. Now, as you can see, I'm just firming down these pots. Now they have got, I think it's about 3 weeks now until the last frost, so that's really exciting stuff. These are peppers, so they are slow growing. Like I said, I kind of did the whole panic thing and planted tons of peppers I honestly don't need, but I'm going to go ahead and grow them on just in case anything happens to my peppers that I've already got. Now I'm growing loads of different types of peppers, mostly California Wonder. I'm also growing some called YOLO. I'm also growing King of the North, Nirvana, etc. It's very exciting. I'm growing a few peppers. Mostly, I always call them jalapenos, hence the J is there. I love jalapenos. I love them pickled. I like them fermented, and we eat a lot of them. We being me, I love them in sandwiches, you name it. I'm really enjoying them. So I like to have lots of jars on hand. I like to put them in salsa, etc. They're really good stuffed. I like them stuffed too. So lots and lots of things that you can eat with fermented jalapenos in them, tacos, etc. So I'm going to make sure that I have absolutely tons of them. I believe that we've done something silly like 20 something chili plants. I've also got those little chilies called bird's eye chilies. I believe I've got some piri piri ones, and I've got some ones called peri fire on the piri. They're really cool. They look very colourful. It's exciting to look forward to too. I'm really hoping to get quite a lot of peppers this year, which will be really exciting. I like frozen peppers. We put them in everything, which is very nice. I like that for the winter when we have stir fries and things like that. They seem to be really good. I didn't even like parboil them, where you kind of put them in, so blanch, that's the word, and then you don't have the enzyme action with them. I didn't do that with these this year, and they were still amazing, which is really good. So it's worth having a whole host of them. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And please, if you like this sort of ranty stuff, please go ahead and subscribe. Bye bye.